everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. Oh, let me adjust that. Tilted a little too far down today. Let me fix it. Alright, that should be good. When you come on, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. Stuff on the floor. How is everybody? Happy Monday, day after Easter. I hope everybody had an awesome Easter. We did. Just getting set up here. So when you come on, say hi, you guys. Tell me where you're watching from. And look at this. Yes, Mother's Day is coming, and just spring and summer decorating is coming. So I thought, let's do one of these big mason jars. And let's make a centerpiece so it goes all the way around. Yes. This is what we're creating today. Very excited about it. Hi Danae. Hi Sherry. So yeah, we're going bright and cheerful today. Again, I love all the bright colors this time of year. Hey Monica. Danae, watching from Beaumont, Texas. Awesome. Gloria's Wood Blossoms. Hey, finally went to the Home Good in Chico. Found moss. Yes. We're going to be using a little moss today, I think. So, hi Sherry, hi Tammy, hi Billie Jean, hi Danae, and Billie Jean, is it Billie Jean or just Billie? I'm just wondering. Frenchie, hi. Michelle, hi. I'm very good, how are you? New Orleans, I love that. Did I say it right? Karen, hi. Connie, hi. And I see a lot of names that are in my coaching group now, so thank you. Sammy, hi, from, I can see Olney, Texas, I think. Maryland, hi, welcome in you guys. Thanks for joining me today. Is everybody excited about doing an arrangement? So, for those of you in creative coaching, we will be going live later this week. I have some awesome designs for you. We're going to do this little one. Well, this is actually a big one, but we're going to do this today because it's super simple. I'll show you how. It is simple. And let me tell you why, because I know I'm going to get the messages on the board inside the barn. I have to learn. So my son's going to show me, because we use a streaming thing and a computer, and he's got to show me. So he'll be showing me later this week, and then we'll go live lots of lives, you guys. And I'm filming the wedding series right now, so I'm very excited about it. For all of you inside the barn. Thank you for joining, and for all of those of you who have not joined yet and might want to, I will put the link at the top of comments when this is done. Hey Kathy, hey Nancy. Okay, I answer to either, Billy. Okay, maybe I'll switch it up sometime. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. Now, I know you guys are going to ask me, where did you get that mason jar? Home Goods, you know me and Home Goods for containers. They are better than wholesale, I'm telling you, because you can just pick up, just for lives where I'm doing one or two, it's great. These are in the kitchen section, you know, where they have all the kitchen, like, it's probably supposed to be a utensil holder. So here's what it looks like. So these are awesome. It says, I can't really read it, just says mason jar and something else. It's ceramic, it has that distressed look, I love them. They're so cute. And to do a spring to summer bright arrangement like this, I want this to mimic like you went out in the garden and picked a bunch of flowers. So that's what we're going for. And super easy to do. I can't wait to bring it to you. So, and you get this wonderful look. Lots of different colors going in, but that's what makes it charming. So, Danae, checked out Joann's over the weekend, got some awesome deals on Christmas florals and greenery, 90%. I have not been over there in probably a month. I need to go. Also, you guys, if you have a Joann's, you know the willow wreaths that I've done on previous lives, and anyway, they are the ones I get them from, and sometimes they have them in stock in the store. So check your Joann's for those willow wreaths, because if things are going up to 90, Danae is all floral 90 now. I'm just wondering, because then I'm going to beat feet over there after this. I'm just wondering. Hey Leanne, and also for like styrofoam, the floral foam and all those kinds of supplies you need, might be a good idea to start checking them out. I think they had said May 1st, at least mine, that was their last day they were going to be open. So that's next week. So they've got to be getting down. And I think they're selling displays now too. So if you need floral buckets to store all your florals, you may head over and check them out. So anyway, okay, so let's get started on this. Do you see this yummy pile? Yummy pile. So many good things, just like different things. You know, I just went out in my stash and just started grabbing. It's like, okay, if I was gonna go pick a bouquet of wildflowers outside, flowers, not flyers, flowers, what would I grab and what goes together? So I went from the deep colors, brighter pinks, to the yellows. We have a little bit of whites, brought in some pussy willow because, you know, that looks like it's natural, right? And then I'm digging this fern that we used the other day. I love it. So we're going to put some of this. I have a little trailing out. And then we might, I haven't done it on this, but I don't know if I've showed you guys that, how you can just push a little of the reindeer moss in here and there and make it look like it's got moss growing in it too. So it's a really good look. So let's get started on this little guy. I'm so excited about it. Talk about a Mother's Day gift, I'm just saying. So, and these, yes, will be in my Etsy. Although, where's my tape measure? I think my shipping manager is gonna really balk at me on this one. And I probably left my tape out there because I'm thinking it's way over 15 inches. Oh yeah, it's a tall one. So I went over the 15. Maybe I'll try to bring the next one down a little bit because that's where the price goes through the roof, is when you get over 15 inches, it just goes through the roof. So let's start. But this is a tall one to begin with. And I will tell you that I did not bring my foam up to the level. When you have an arrangement with a wide mouth like this, if you put your foam down low, you actually use less because they come up and out and they fill this circle or this mouth really quickly. So that's why I did that. Selena, hi. Elizabeth, hi. You guys, thanks. Mary, hi. Thanks for coming on. So, and today I just missed your message. 70% off fall florals. And I can't read the rest of it because it's cut off. But anyway, so I'm going to probably check that out in the next day or two. We'll see what's going on with them. So news, as we get started. Those of you that are waiting for the Ballard inserts, the boxes came. We got a huge box shipment because I didn't have boxes that big before. I haven't really been doing designs that tall, at least 30 inches tall. That's just the arrangement, not including the basket, but we're selling the inserts. So those of you that are waiting, Elizabeth, you were one that expressed interest, and this guy here too. So, and I have one more bucket to make one more of those, and then that'll be it for that one. But I have the boxes now, so I'm going to sit down tonight, and I'll message you, re-message me if you're still interested, but I'll be putting those on Etsy. Martha, hi. Janice, hi. Elaine, hi. Okay, guys, let's do this one now. This one's going to be good. This is such a good arrangement to put anywhere. Kitchen table, kitchen island, entryway, anywhere in your house, really. It doesn't necessarily scream kitchen. It just screams fresh picked. So that's what we're going for. So let me separate these out. The first thing that we're going to use, let me move that way over there without pushing it off my work table here. Okay. We're going to start with the willow. And then we're going to use some of these beauties. I love these from Home Goods. Gosh, you guys go to Home Goods, see if they have any of these ranunculus. They are so good for summer and spring. But we're going to start with this right here. So I'm going to kind of separate out my blooms a little bit. And we're going to start with this and then go into the greenery. Now this greenery, I will find you guys, I will find you a SKU on this. This is Michael's Spring, and it is wonderful. Yes, it is plastic. Yes, not real soft, but the texture of it and the bendability are right there with what you need for something like this. These are great. So I'll get it for you because they're going to be going on clearance. It's funny, I read their ad. Did anybody read their ad? They said that today Easter went on clearance at 60% off. I'm like, really? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to mock Michael's. And then their springs are all 40% off. So I was hoping that, Easter would be the day that they would start going lower, but they really didn't. Ding, time to start. No, but I think it's just, I don't know what they're waiting for, but it's got to get a little lower for me, just saying. I'll just keep filling my cart, emptying it. I know, bad habits, right? Okay, so we're going to start with one piece right in the middle there. As you can see, I use the normal, I get the big sheets of styrofoam for my Hobby Lobby. This is that thickness, what is it, like 2-3 inches? And that's all, it's down on the bottom. I actually used one of my adhesive tapes for this because it holds really well. Because this is ceramic and your hot glue will not stick to this. It will pop right back off. It may stick initially, but it's not going to stay. So we're using that, and we're just going to start adding a few pieces of this. Really, really simple. So I got one straight in the middle, then I'm going to do 2 forward. We can bend them forward a little bit. We want them to peek through the flowers. And then let's do another one forward. Let me cut that little piece off. Like that. I mean, it's going to look funny in the beginning, right, guys? You got to trust the process. Like I say, I always love it when I have friends over and I'm doing something like this because they're like, what is she doing? Oh my goodness. It will turn out like that. It will. Okay, so we're going to go down in there like that. And then let's grab another. Now I've got to make my own because I'm running out of pieces here, which is fine. We'll put 2 together. Easy peasy. And we'll come out the back here with one more piece. Right like that. And then you can bend them out so that they'll show coming out from the arrangement. 2 pieces left over. You never know, right? We might need some at the end, so we'll put those aside. Okay, next is our greenery. Designs by Dylan. Hi Dylan, how are you? Are you as ready for fall as I am? Oh my gosh, okay, so it's 85 degrees today. It was 85 yesterday. And I went over to my warehouse and I was like, I'm digging around because I'm already thinking, I actually made one wreath. I am not ready. I'm not ready. Look at, that's why I'm doing bright and pretty today. It's like, I'm not that fall isn't bright and pretty, but I'm just saying, I'm not ready. No. Are you? Dylan, are you ready? I'm just saying. Like, no. And then I start seeing my Christmas and I'm like, it will be upon us before we know it. And then it'll be crazy time, right? That is really, really the busy time. Okay, we're going to do 2 of these toward the middle, one on each side of the center pussy willow pick. And then these are going to just fan out naturally. That's why I love this stem from Michael's of all places, yes, because now you can just bend it out where you want it. And this is where you're going to start getting that wild look. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I have to film the garland for my coaching group, you know, my mantle garland, which is my favorite thing in the world to do. And I'm like, do I even bother with spring and summer? Do I go straight to fall? But I think I will do a spring and summer, and then I have a fall one to do and a Halloween. So it'll be put it up, take it down, put it up, take it down. It'll be fine. Designs by Dylan. As soon as Mother's Day is over, it's fall for me, right? Your work is absolutely, oh, thank you, Dylan. Your work is like, mwah, perfection. But yeah, so I'm not ready though. Maybe it's because of the heat where I live, because, you know, in the summer here it gets to be like 115, and I tell you, right in the throes of doing fall is when it's that hot. So it's very weird to be working on fall and getting into Christmas when the heat is just blasting us here in Reading. So, okay, so look at this, you guys. I mean, it may look a little weird right now, but trust the process. So look at this, with all this greenery sticking out at different levels, and it's wild, but this is what you want. You want it to look like you went out, gathered some greenery, maybe some willow, and you just shoved it in a mason jar. Now we're going to start building the design. Okay, and I leave this for the very end. So, all right, first thing I want to work on is my main blooms. So I chose a deep, almost a burgundy, and then a bright hot pink. Because what is a wildflower arrangement with all the colors together, right? So this is where we're going to start, because these are large, they have to claim their place before we fill it with all the fillers. So I like to claim their place first and then move on. So this is a triple spray. I'm going to cut off the bottom, right like that. And this is the first one to go in. Now, a lot of people, I get this question, so my foam's in the bottom, how do I know how much to cut off? You guys, hold it in front of your container. If that looks like the right level. Now, I'm putting a metal pick on mine. If you're just dipping it in glue, you could probably just dip it in glue and push it into the foam now. I'm going to add a pick which is going to kind of raise the height a little bit. I mean, I will bury that into the foam, but I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I don't want it quite this tall. Danae, let's see, she's telling Dylan hi. Kathy loves that greenery. Misty, I miss your Michael's trips. I know, I got to get back over there and do them. I have been just so swamped with, no excuses, but getting that inside the barn up and running, which I tell you, I slept so good last night knowing it's done, it's up. I'm still filming, of course. I'm recording the videos for all the members, but that was a fiasco. That was a fiasco. I mean, it's fun, but it's like every technical problem we could have happen happens. So now it's time to get back to, you know, getting into Hobby Lobby. Dylan, I love your lives from Hobby Lobby. They're awesome. So it's just so fun to go see what they have, and some of it you're like raising your eyebrows going, what were they thinking, right? But fun stuff, really fun stuff. Okay, we're gonna start with this one. Look at right there. And then we have one more, just one. Just one. So this one's gonna come around the other side lower because we don't want everything at the same level. I need to bring it up a little bit. That's why I love the picks, because you can lengthen your stems if you need to. So we're gonna have one high, other side one low. We don't necessarily want them all at the same height. That would not be a good look. We want to look like we picked them, and you know when you pick flowers, you pick them and the stems are all different sizes sometimes, and so you're trying to shove them into a vase and you get that different heights and depths. That's a good thing. So that's what we want. So now we're going to go into these. Look at that, it's already dripping because I picked it and now it's dying. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a little punchy, okay? A little punchy today, I don't know. I did do a time lapse of that one, so it's pretty cool to see. I'm going to post that later. But okay, so now we're going to come in with this color. And I'm thinking right in here. So we just want them at different heights. And we want to go, this one needs to be a little higher. So, and I usually say, you know, place it and, you know, place twice, glue once, or pick once. But I'm breaking all my rules today, so. But you don't want them all at the same height. And that's pretty close, so let's do one more pick. Let's keep lengthening it. So I probably should have just grabbed another one that wasn't cut yet, but it's okay, we'll just go for it. There we go. So a little bit taller on this one, like that. So again, we're pushing them just into this container like we picked them. Okay, so now I'm going to come on the other side here. Claire. Thank you, Claire. You just went inside the barn. I love it. Carrie, hi from the UK. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Thanks for coming on. Yeah, so I'm looking for a barn because I've got to do some promo videos for it, for my Inside the Barn. So we live in rural area here. I mean, there's a lot of acreage. I have a lot of friends that live on acreage. So it's like, I'm looking for a barn that has an actual barn door that I can go do a little promo and say the barn's open, open the door. Won't that be fun? So, gotta find the right barn. So, we'll see. I'll get to that. All right. So let's see how this is going. I'm gonna pull this one a little straighter. Now, you put them in. See how my petals are dropping? Although, I don't know. It's kind of charming, just like they're real. What do you think? Should I glue that petal up or just let it flop? What do you guys think? It's right there. Vote. Tell me what to do. We'll do a few votes. I have a few things up my sleeve for this one. Roxanne, hi. Carrie, absolutely love your design. So realistic. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I love yours. Oh my gosh. So okay. I just want to tell you, Carrie, Was that you? Okay, I'm thinking because I watch a lot of different people. Was that you that went to Buckingham Palace the other day? Let me know. Let me know in comments, because one day I want to get over there. I'm telling you, it's like, have I left the U.S.? Yeah, a little bit, like Canada, you know, Mexico, those kind of things. But we want to go to Europe so bad. It's like, I want to get over there. I'm like, please, please, please let me get over there. So we'll see one day, but that was so awesome to see that. I'm just saying, it's the little thing. Irene, I'm glad you love the flowers. Okay, so we've got 2. You know me, odd numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3 of the pink, 1, 2. We need a third one. And what I'm thinking is, I'm making this the right side on both sides. It's a complete centerpiece, so it goes all the way around. But I think what I'm going to do is have one come out the front a little bit. I'm going to do this a little bit different than that one. So let's see. We're going to have this come out below the hot pink one. They're very bendable, so it's kind of fun to have one kind of drape out. What do you think of that? Like that. So it's not all perfect, you know. It's funny when I see arrangements, I look at things different. I don't like things all placed evenly all the way around. Some of them have structure, but I like to mix it up a little bit so it looks interesting. So if you're going, what is she doing? That's what I'm doing. Regina, hi. Marilyn's like, glue it. That would be so much fun. Carrie, oh my God, we are. You know, we actually had, because we have our bucket list trip, because we're getting older, yes. And we have our bucket list trip of all the things we want to see before we're too old to see them. One of them was to go to Europe. So we actually planned a Europe trip with some good friends of ours. We bought our tickets, we had everything planned, and then COVID struck. So we were supposed to go August of that year. And we planned it like in December, January, before COVID really hit. I mean, it was already hitting, but we didn't know about it. And then we had to cancel the whole thing. So one day we're going to schedule the whole thing again. So, hey Brenda, how are you? Thanks for coming on. So yeah, I want to get over there so bad. So that was so much fun to see that. And it's funny because even when we do lives, like I did Hawaii, when we were in Maui, and trying to look at what I need to do next. We're going to do the roses next, but when I was in Maui, a lot of people said that, oh, I may never get there, so they like seeing them. And so what you think is really not that special because you get to go all the time. We do go to Maui all the time. We did buy a timeshare. Yes, I'm one of those people, but it works for our family. We bought it, we worked hard, and paid it right off. So now it's just maintenance fees, and where we stay, we can't stay. You saw that view. We could never afford to stay there, bring our kids and our grandkids for what they charge per night for oceanfront. So it was like it worked for us. But a lot of people are like, I may never get there. I understand that. If we had not done that, I would never be able to do that, and especially take my family. So that's why I think, oh my gosh, I want to get to Europe. I want to do it. Martha, you like the one hanging? I like that, right? Elizabeth, how do I find Inside the Barn? Elizabeth, I will DM you when I'm off. The links I've put in my social media that get to the main page, there's a table of contents on it that you hit it, it drops down and it says login. So I'll send it to you and I'll circle everything so you'll know exactly how to get into your libraries. Okay, and I've done that a couple times today. So, okay, so now we're adding, because it's a wildflower arrangement, let's add a couple roses just like that. So sporadically, I'm going to do 2 sets of roses, one on each side. So we're kind of like just going back and forth and adding these things where it might brighten it up, where you think they might want to live. So right like that on both sides, just a little bunch of roses, right? Okay, so next, you guys, this is what I'm wondering. I did put this in the other one. Do you guys like this in this arrangement? This is kind of like a lilac in a way. Or should we just stick with this and this? This is your first vote. So we have this combo, and understand we're going to have yellow. So it would be this combo. But is it too much if I add this too? What do you think? Wait, move this, Kathy, so they can see. So just this, okay, and you see the purpley, this is like a wax flower. And of course, we're going to be adding the lime green little snowballs. and we're going to be adding some of these little flowers here. So that's really a pretty combo there. But this is the one I'm wondering about, and even looking over there, I don't want to show you the arrangement. I want you just to vote without showing you the arrangement. Do we add this one in, the lavender, or do we keep it out? Hey, Wall Decor by Faye. Faye, how are you doing today? So you guys vote. Do I add in the lilac, or do I leave the lilac out? So yes lilac, no lilac. And I'm not going to do anything else until you tell me what to do. I'm looking at that going, do we want that in there? Do we not? What do you guys think? Are you guys just not feeling it today? I know I ask a lot out of you all the time. I'm like, please vote. Wall Decor by Faye. I picked up 2 of the black and white. Oh, good, the checkerboard containers from Michael's today. I love those. I have 2 more to do. I'm going to probably do next a colorful design in it because I stayed pretty neutral. No, Irene says no. Michelle says no. Connie says no. Sherry says no. Marilyn says no. Gloria's Wood Blossom says no. Karen says no. Dawn says no. I'd leave it out. Linda, no. Okay. I like it. Leanne, no. I like it, you guys. Patty, no. No. Frenchie, it's not really needed. I think you're right there. I think you're absolutely right. Nancy, no. Billy, not necessary. So I can't see all of them. Virginia says no. Okay, so the majority are saying no, and I kind of agree. I put it in the last one. I'm going to bring it over so you can see it now. But I think that this is vivid enough that it gets crowded with these. It did get crowded, and I kind of like the airy look, right? So look at it with the lilacs. I just want you guys to see what it did to it. So, can you see the lilacs in it? So we have one here, one on top, one peeking out over here. But yeah, is it necessary? It kind of compacts it a little too much, I think. I mean, I love it. I love this arrangement, but I kind of want to see it without it. So I'm glad you guys voted that way. And that's why I didn't show this when we were taking our vote. Walter Corbett Faye says, it's me, Wilhelmina. Oh, I called you Faye. Wilhelmina. Gosh, what am I thinking? I'm just looking at the name. That's my brain. Martha, no lilac. So yeah, you guys, we're all in agreement because I want to see this without that. It's one more element that, do we really need it? I don't think we do. So let's try not putting it in on this one. So this is going to go down. I had 2 of these put aside. And I really want to put these in a wreath. So thank you for that. Those will go down there. So the next thing we're going to put in, because these take up a little more room. See, I only have 2 little pieces of this. I cut them off. We're going to put in these. These are wonderful. I will find you the SKU. These are Michael's Spring, so these should be going a little bit cheaper pretty soon. So they're what, 40% now? But look at these little guys. I'm going to hold them right up to the camera. Aren't those awesome? These are one of those unexpected little gems that when you're down that spring stem aisle, they're kind of hidden back in there. You got to kind of dig around. Did you guys dig around on that aisle? Because I dig around on that aisle. And I'm like, I was looking at them, and when you see them mounded with all the other stuff, it's like, and then you take them away. You guys, some of these stems, when you're shopping at Michael's, take them away from that big mound of flowers all on that aisle and look at them separately. This is such a good accent flower. It really, really is. Wreaths, arrangements, everything. Let me show you when we put this in. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So we can cut this down. You get so much mileage out of this. Seriously. Seriously. I'm going to leave the top stem whole, 2 pieces, and then we have 3 others, which is perfect because if we come up in the middle, we're going to do a triangle, 1, 2, 3 with the others. That is a key. If I have not mentioned that, that is a key with the round arrangement because when you're doing oblongs, it's pretty easy. 1 on each end, 2 in the middle on each side. There's your rectangle, right? Or even your square. But when you're doing a round, a lot of people get lost with the design. So think 1 in the middle, and then you're going to have 3. So maybe 1 in front here, and then 2 in the back over here, and it'll look perfect. So let's start that. Let me cut off this too thick down here. So you guys, we're going to come right back in here with 1. Starts getting crowded, definitely. but we can do it. But again, wildflowers, look at those little snowballs. Look at how pretty those are in there. These are great. This is a great flower. So this I have to lengthen quite a bit. It's too short. I mean, could we just glue them in? Yeah, but am I? No, I like picking. I like to know that they're never coming out. So now I have two more, so we're going to do one to the right side, and these, one more pick on them. These were shorties. When you pull the stem apart like that, they end up being pretty short. So one to the right here, right by the roses. Look at total wildflower, you guys. And then the other one on the other side. So if we have one straight in the front, we're going to have one here and then one here. There's our triangle, okay? So let me bring that back over here. Too short. Do you guys know how to lengthen with floral tape? And I'm not going to do it right now, but if you cut them and they're too short, you can take a piece of stem that you cut off something else. Let me show you. You can put a stem together. I'm just lazy, so I'm just adding more and more of the metal picks. But you can put a stem on this stem and wrap it with floral tape and then cut it to the right length. So don't think, oh my gosh, I cut it too short, I have to glue everything. You don't. You can lengthen it that way. So we'll go more into that inside the barn. Just saying. No, I'm not trying to be an infomercial. I really am not. Okay, so we have one on that side, two over here. I have this one, so I'm going to come in this group in the front because I left two on one stem. And I'm going to make it a little grouping of three, which I think will be pretty. So, right like that in front. Right there. Let's see, Norma. Oops, I'm late again. But you can absolutely watch on replay. I'll share it right when we're done. Hey, Roxanne and Deanna signed up. Yes, thank you, Roxanne. No, Deanna. I'm sorry. The print is this small. Deanna, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome inside the barn. I mean, we're not in the barn now, but welcome, welcome. So we've got some good things coming up in there. Okay, so here we are so far. What do you guys think? I mean, it's already coming together. And then because it is double-sided, and I know I'm into the odd numbers, should I drape another burgundy or another pink out this side? That is your next vote, because I have one more, where is it? I have one more burgundy, or the deep raspberry, and I do have another pink over there. So do you guys think I should drape on this side also? Hey Grace, how are you? So someone vote. So do we want another one of these coming down? And should it be pink or should it be red? Should it be the deep raspberry? So I have this. Let me cut one off. These are so fun. You know what would even be fun too? Is to drape one with a bud. Look at that. Or do we drape this? What do we think? Yes, for another drape, says Marilyn. I like that. I like your thinking. Because, I mean, I kind of like it. I didn't drape too much on that side, and I'm looking at this side going, I kind of like that. Anybody else want to vote? Do we want another draping? What is that? A peony, I think. Or a peony, or however you call it. Kathy says yes, the drape. Billy says drape the raspberry. Yes, the deep one. Karen says yes, the deep one. Leanne says yes. Elaine, hey Elaine, can't talk today. Yes, the drape of the other side with the pink. The one with the bud. Ooh, the one with the bud, okay. And you know, that's something we could do too. The bud does come off, so I could drape a dark one with just a bud. Ooh, look at that combo, guys. So don't look at the big one, but look if we did this. That might be kind of cool. So I can put them together. Yes, with the bud. Drape the darker, more vivid weight. Yes. Yes, Connie, Grace, the burgundy one. So what if we do, let's do this. Let's drape it with this guy. That way we're kind of bringing them together. I kind of like that. So what we'll do, we're going to put these two down. because I like getting a little bit more of that pink. So when I drape these, because we're coming over here with them, when I drape these, I'm going to actually put them in separately. I'm going to pick this one in first, and then this one will go on top of it, so it'll drape like that. So this I really do have to lengthen a little bit. It's a little bit too short, but that's okay. I'm making it longer because I'm too lazy to get out my floral tape and do it that way. So we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to bring it here, and we're going to come over this piece of leaf. I got to make sure, where's my needle nose? I got to make sure I get a good drape on that. So you want to pre-bend it. It's hard to bend it once it's inside. And this, there's no wire. When you buy these sprays like this, there's no wire on the end. That's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll look natural. So we're going to find that foam without bending this to death. Let me pull it up to me so I can see. Okay. So look at how that drapes out so nicely like that, right like that. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to bring it right next to it. And have you ever had these where those little plastic stems start slipping? I'm going to put a little glue on that so it doesn't do that. See how these come off? Whoop! So just add yourself a little bit of glue. Keep those on there. Or keep them from slipping. It probably wouldn't come off, but I just don't even want it to slip. Get those leaves out of the way there. So we just need to go around the base of that stem with a little bit of hot glue. And it will be fine. Push that back in. Okay. So this one is going to come right above that. And let's see if this is the right height. If not, I can always make it shorter, but you know, lengthening is what I'm doing today. So let me bring that right in above that bud. Oh yeah, it's a good look. And then that gives us a little more burgundy on this side. Oh, I like it. I like it. So the majority of the drape is the little bud, but I really like it. I think it looks good. Okay, so next, let's add some of these guys. This is also a Michael Spring. They've had this a couple years in a row, and you know, it's hard to find, at least for me, it's hard to find that lime color, especially if you're looking in your local craft stores. I just think it's hard to find. Wholesale, you can find it all day long. But, so if you're looking for some lime, Michael's, I'll try to find this SKU and put it in comments when I'm done. But it's a good one. I already took off all the tags because it takes so much time on a live to sit and cut tags in front of you. I didn't want to do it. And my lives are a little lengthy anyway, right? Elaine, thank you, Elaine. Oh, Elaine, thank you. I appreciate that. Pam, how are you? Are the pink and burgundy flowers from Maui? No, these are not. They are actually Home Goods. Yes. You know how Home Goods sells those little bunches? Like, what do I have? I have the darker pink ones too. Let me grab a bunch. This is how they come. I just destroyed my stash, but see these? You know how you can get them at Home Goods like this? That's what the dark ones are. The big ones are the big stems that come from like Home Goods. So yeah, they're not from Maui. Although they did have some and I wanted to grab them, but I thought Bob would make me take a separate flight home. He's like, you are nuts. We're on vacation and you're shopping at TJ Maxx for flowers. I'm like, that's right, that's right. Because I need these and I can't always get them at home, you know. It's like, I think too, because I'm in Reading and we're detached from any metropolitan areas, people go over there and things go. I mean, people are shopping off of those racks, you know what I mean? So, oh, don't go off the table. So yeah, if I could have brought more home, I was actually, it's funny, gotta hear this. So I was actually looking at the carry-on luggage at TJ Maxx, like how much would it cost for carry-on luggage and how much it would cost to add extra luggage to bring home a load of flowers in a carry-on. Wouldn't that be funny? But I thought I couldn't do it because I think a carry-on was like 40 bucks, and then like, how much is the airline going to charge me? And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. The flowers will be so expensive when you add the cost to get them home that it won't be cost effective to put them in any design. So I'm like, no, stop it, Kathy. Just walk away. Go back to the resort and get a margarita or a Mai Tai, right? So that's what I did. And we watched the sunset. Okay, so there's 2 green right there. And then let's put some on the other side, because whatever you do on one side, you got to do on the other. And they're not going to all be at the same level. Well, I do want this a little longer. Well, let's do this one. But that's a good thing. Like I said, you want it to look fresh picked and, you know, lightly thrown into a vase. So there's one on that side. See how it's a lot lower than these? These are up at this level. But we need another one on this side. So I think we'll go taller on this one. And don't be afraid to part your flowers to get down into that foam, because it's getting crowded. You're not going to hurt anything when you do that. Just push them out of the way so you can get down in there. Bring it close to you so you can see what you're doing. All right, come on. There we go. And then just bring everything back where it was. And I think I am going to glue that little floppy petal off that bright pink bloom, because it's not cooperating. So just put a little smear of glue on it. It's all you need, not a lot. You don't want to squirt the glue, you just want to smear it from the tip, or you'll get that shiny little streak across the petal on the right side, and it'll look funny. It's like, what is that? Did someone get on there? Did a snail cross that little petal? Yeah, no, it was your glue gun. Yeah. So yeah, try to do that. Okay. Put the glue gun back, and now let's look at both sides of that with the bright green. Isn't that bright green a stunner? That is a good pick, good pick, all the way through summer. Okay, so now that we have that done, I think a little bit of this would be good. Look at how it has a little bit of yellow. Do you guys know where these are from? Does anyone know? Tell me where these are from. I can't see, Pam. Glad you made it. Oh yeah, Pam, we gotta catch up, Pam. I'm just saying. You've missed, and I've been like busy getting this whole thing done, and I miss you. We gotta talk. Anyway, okay. So these guys, these are Hobby Lobby, right in that front section of stems that they carry all year round. They came in a salmony pink, they came in this burgundy and a light pink, but they've discontinued a lot of them. I don't even think I can get this color anymore, and it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm down to just, I think this might even be it on my stash. But this arrangement will do really good by it. So we're going to try these. Hey Sue, thanks for coming on. So we're just going to cut these, and we're going to leave them whole to put them in. Because we're just going to have a clump here and there, because it's like a wildflower arrangement. So on this one, I don't really want to cut it up and distribute it around. I want it to look like I cut a stem of these like this and push them into the arrangement. So that's what we're doing with this one. We're keeping it real, we're keeping it natural. It's going to be a good look. So I'm going to bring this on this side, and it's going to peek out a little bit here and there, and that's what makes it look so darn natural, you guys, is just letting them peek out a little bit in different areas. So watch what it does when you put the whole pick in. It may look like we put 3 different in, but there's a little bit here, a little bit peeking out down here, because this stem is so nice the way that they put the little flowers on the stem. So this spray is great. So thank you for the hearts, you guys. I know I love Kathy, don't you? I love these. I love these. I wish we could still get them. So I'll just be on the search wholesale. I'll find them. So, okay, so we have that one on this side right there. And now I'm going to put them over here on the other side. So let's go ahead and put that. And this one's going to go right up in the back here, kind of in the middle. I'm going to put it toward the middle, but we're going to pull the little different flowers down and drape them so you see it everywhere. So there's a little piece that can come down. Such a good stem. So sorry to be using the last of my stash, but it's a good one. So look at how that just kind of like wildflower, just like poof, it's perfect. Wilhelmina, speaking of discontinued, I was told at Michael's that the pothos, no! Okay, they had them online. It was a dusty pothos though. I love the pothos. That's gonna, okay, I will find one, you guys. I will find a replacement. But that was my ultimate favorite. In fact, I was thinking I gotta throw some of those in my cart because, yeah. Oh, that is such a bummer, such a bummer. Now I'm sad. Okay, so here's where we are. Look at how pretty that is looking. But we still have a lot of holes. I mean, could we leave it like this? Absolutely. But don't you think a little yellow is in store? I think so. Deanna, Kathy, what is the name of the fern? The fern, I don't know the name. This is a Michael Spring. I'll find it. I'm hoping I can find it if they still have it. And if I do, I will put it, I will put links at the top in the comments. Thank you for the hearts, guys. So I'll find as many of these things like the lime green little snowballs, this little white accent flower. I will go through when I'm off, find them, and I will link them so you guys can buy them because they're great and they're gonna just get cheaper right now, seriously. So, okay, so next, we gotta add yellow. We gotta do it. So let's get some of that yellow in there. Working my way up here. Whew. They wrap those with some raffia, that's for sure. Let me cut that out. All right. Throw that on the ground. Okay. So these are great. All these that you get from Home Goods. I know Home Goods, I'm sorry, because a lot of you go and go, they didn't have any. No, it's okay. I'm going to market. I'm going to find all the replace. I'm going to find the people that sell these. So anyway, look at all these. You get five of these little sprays. They're wonderful. We're probably only going to use 2 for the whole arrangement. So that'll be for futures. And look at this. We're going to take these and break these down. But these I am going to glue in. I'm actually going to glue these in because it would take way too much to link them. I mean, I can do one, but we're getting to the point where it's very tight to get to the bottom. And I don't want to keep pushing everything aside at this point and distorting the arrangement. So let's go ahead and cut these apart and we'll just glue them in. So if you're going to glue like this, we're not going down to the foam. We're gluing them to the other elements in the arrangement. So make sure you use a good amount of glue. But when you do go to put them in, you are going to part the waters a little bit because you don't want to end up dripping glue on everything that surrounds it. That won't be good. Won't be good. Amy, how are you? Amy, thank you for coming inside the barn. I appreciate that. And Pam says, yes, the yellow ranunculus will be a nice touch. It's just going to brighten it up. Okay, so here we go. First one. So what I'm going to do, let me see where I'm going to put it here because maybe I can do it from the other side. We need one right in here, right in there. Isn't that going to be pretty? So I'm going to go ahead, bring my glue gun over. Another little tip, because I don't use a glue pot, I use a glue gun. I had a fear of my grandbabies pulling it over because when they were little and I was working, I mean, they're 9 and 12 now. I'm going to be 13 here in June, the oldest. But I've watched them since the youngest was like 6 weeks old and Mama went back to work. So she would toddle into my studio, 13 years ago, wow. And I was always afraid if I had a glue pot that she would pull it over. I mean, she's pretty good, but you never know with little ones. So I never got into using, I have a glue pot, but I just still don't use it. I'm just used to this. But what you do, back to why or how, don't take it out of the cradle. I mean, if you have to get into the arrangement, yes, just keep it in the cradle and run your stem over where the glue comes out. Pull your trigger and keep it in there. It holds it for you. Look at that. It's perfect. So then we're going to come in, move that out of the way, kind of rock it back and forth so it doesn't drip, and we're going to come right in there. So what I'm going to do is just kind of part these a little bit so I can see what I'm going to make it attached to right there. And then to just drop them in. And if they, look at how they bounce like real flowers. So they drape a little bit, it's okay, you want that. But you're gonna, when you put it in, wiggle it, you guys. When you place it in, wiggle it around a little bit so it's actually getting the glue to contact with the other stems around it. And then it won't come out. So you don't want it coming out. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Even though you can't tell, I don't want to do this one backwards. So we're gonna put a little bit in here. And we're just kind of filling up the holes a little bit. So there's one on that side. Look at the yellow. The yellow, it just changes it, right? It's just like, oh, perfect. This is the perfect bright yellow for spring and summer. I love it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some around. And because that one white bud drapes, look at if we drape a little bit of these with it, right? Right? It's like we're painting a little floral picture here. So be creative, make it your own, and make it wild, you guys. Don't make it all perfect. It's nice just to make it a little bit different. Okay, so I'm gonna bring some of these over here by the roses, and I need one down in front. You could go, I could go crazy with the yellow. Honestly, I love the yellow. I think it just adds that brightness that everything needs. It really turns it from just a pink and burgundy arrangement into spring summer. Look at with those three. Look at that. And then I think I need one up toward the middle. So let's get one up in the middle there. Let's bring this way up here. And then perhaps it will show from both sides. Okay, I'm gonna make it attached to that. But I like that maybe it can glue right in the top. So I'm going to hold that for a second so it actually, you know, cures a little bit and doesn't fall. I want it to fall a little, but I don't want it to go too low and have to, you know, cut it out and start over. Because when you glue, have you guys ever done that? You glue something in and then it just shifts completely, but now you can't get it out because it's glued, so you got to clip it. Ah, I hate that. Hate it when that happens. So look at when you do that. A little bit on top there. So see how they're just like randomly placed, but that's what you want. That's what makes it look real. Martha, the yellow is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Martha. All Decor Buffet. Wilhelmina, loving the bright colors. I do too. It's just, I think what we need. Okay, so there is another element. These little guys. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Look at how those just scream spring and summer. Little like, they're like a thistle in a way. There is a specific name, I can't think of it right now, but these are awesome. So, and these were Michael's a couple years ago. I bought a pretty good stash of them, and I don't think they have them this year, which is a bummer because I love them. So we're gonna, again, just like the yellow, we're gonna randomly place these. I'm not gonna pick them in, I'm gonna glue them because, yeah, there's just very little room left. And I don't want to shift everything. So we're just going to get these on down in there. And I'm wiggling them so that I know that they're going to attach themselves to something else. But just a great little wildflower arrangement. So there's one right there. Let's get this one going. Let's see, where do we need one over here? We just want to randomly place them. It's a good thing. Okay, I need one coming out here. And even if you're like, I'm putting this in front of the lime green, but the lime green still kind of peeks through. It's a good thing. So, and sometimes the little ones on top and the bigger ones on the bottom, so it kind of drapes a little bit. Because we want it to look like they're just coming out at different, look at that. Look at how that one just sticks out more. But I love it. It makes it look realistic. So there's another one. Where do we need this? I think there may be one in the top. Let's see. Let me get rid of this leaf that's in my way. And actually, I think I'm going to put one out on the side over here. Now I'm like, do I have any more? I'd like a few more of these. but I don't think I have any more. Well, I do in my stash outside, but I'm not going outside. Yeah, let's put one more over here. I'm going to pick this one because I think I can get it down in there. Let's see. Nope, we're going to glue it. We're going to glue it with the pick on it. Okay. Ooh, ow, it dripped on me. Darn it. Smear that off. 3rd degree burn. Bob, I need to file a workers' comp claim. Anyway, being silly. Okay, so here's one that's just coming out the front. So see how you get the little thistle going here and there, and it's just like, oh, it's yummy. It's a yummy look. Okay, so next, I do want to put some of the wax flower in. These are Hobby Lobby. This is, I think, one of their best sprays that they sell. These look so real. Have you seen real wax flower like in a florist arrangement? This is exactly what it looks like. It's crazy. I always like to put, when I'm doing a wildflower arrangement, I always like to put some of this in because this is going to bring it to the next level of looking real. Frenchie, don't forget. Yeah, I know. I did. Frenchie, I forgot. Yeah, I'm about the same. It's going to be expensive shipping. Yeah, it's not quite. It's probably... I gotta look now. Yeah, I'm close to 20 inches tall. Darn it, I forgot. I get excited, but you know, with the chunkiness of this, it kind of needs it, I think. Otherwise it would be like a short fat arrangement, so it's okay. So I'm sorry when I post this and list it in my shop if it's a little bit more expensive, but there's just no way around it. It's hard to build them small. Okay, so I'm going to put a piece of this right in the middle. We're just going to have a piece on each side because I don't think I have any more of these right now. I will try to find this too from Hobby Lobby and put a link because they do currently still sell this. They have not retired this one, which is so good. So good. But look at when you just put a hint of it in there. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. So good. And then I'll put some on this side. Just a bit. Just a bit. Look at that. Look at that. How easy is this, you guys? You guys can do this, I'm telling you. If you break it down in the little steps, it's easy. But I think we need a little bit of this. So this fern that we use, it is a plastic like. It is pretty firm. It's a dustier color, right? Dustier green. Don't you think we need some vivid in there? I think we do. Just to brighten it up. And I could probably even do a little bit more in my original. But let's get some of this in here because I think with that flowing out, it's really going to add some depth to it. So we're going to cut some of this down. This I think is Hobby Lobby. It's $12.99, but remember it's 40% off every other week. But you can use one bunch to do an arrangement, really. Maybe have a piece or two left over. So it's a pricier element, but it really makes a difference in your design, I think. So let's go ahead and add some of this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, and you can even take two pieces and double it up, because we're not going to have it solid around the base of this. I'm going to pick it together, just to hold it together, and we're probably just going to glue it in. So let me see how far down I can get. I'm going to start here, move that out of the way. I want to start between these two to break them up a little bit. We need some green there, okay? It's going to make it look way better. So let me see how far down I can get. Pushing it, but I think I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to add some glue. So let's add some glue. And we can separate the two pieces, which is why I love doing this. So I can push them right between all. I'm pushing them straight in versus down so that they go in between all the stems we've already added and they glue and they'll actually stay. So they're like that. That's not how they're going to be, but we're going to let them cure a little bit. So let's go on to some others. and get some more introduced, and then we can go back and we can weave them where we want them. So this is also great because they have the long pieces. You guys, I showed this on that checkerboard arrangement. Cut a long piece in half, and yeah, this is kind of blunt how it stops, but put this on top. Now you have double the fern and you don't see that blunt edge. But you know, we're gonna separate them a little bit so that you get the dimension, but look at that. So you end up with the right thickness of the fern to add into an arrangement with one strand of this. Amy, oh yes, the vivid green, right? That's what I think. Hey Rita, how are you? Pam, gorgeous, really love this. Don't you? I would put this on my island. And what's great, I love real flowers. I absolutely love real flowers. But it's so sad when you gotta toss them. It is sad. It is sad when they're getting to that point and you gotta like, oh yeah, I can't change the water anymore. I've gotta ditch them. So I love this because you get the look without having to ditch them. It'll stay this way all spring and summer. And for Mother's Day, even giving gifts, wouldn't it be nice to give something that doesn't have to be tossed eventually? And I'm not trying to dog real flowers because I love them. There's nothing better. But I like doing this too. Okay, and then we're gonna kind of weave it like with the other fern. See how that just drapes? I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this into a shorter piece because I also think it's nice to have some coming out, not just at the top of the vase, but maybe in the arrangement itself. So let's do that. We need some distributed here and there because it's like, you know, we picked a bunch of ivy and we didn't just go around the bottom of the top of the vase at the very end. So let's bring some out here. Watch what this does. It just adds that another element of green up into the arrangement, which I think we need because the gray, this is so gray, right? So look when you do this, and you can bend these down, bring that around the roses, just kind of trying to make it, but look when you bring it up. Isn't that good? It's a good look. I love it. Okay, let's get a little bit more going. Get this in the bottom. So we're just going around the base and adding all of this. It's a really good look. I need some over here. And remember, push it in horizontally and then leave it. Let it cure. Leave it alone. Look at, we're down to these little ones. This is something really good I'm going to show you in the end to break down and put little pieces around your arrangement. It's a good thing. Guys, get this. I will put the SKU number for this from Hobby Lobby. Oh, and I think they have free shipping. Oh, if you don't already subscribe to Hobby Lobby's email, I don't know if free shipping shows up if you just Google them and go on their site. But I got an email this morning. Free shipping ends tonight, so free shipping, you guys. I'm just saying. That's when you want to get it if you can't find it in your store. So, okay, so we got one there. We need one over here. Talking to myself again. Yeah, I'm liking this one much more than the first one. Good input, you guys. Good help. And I like when it just comes out like that. Way out. Okay, so this one is cured. I'm going to bring this in and around a little bit. Where did that one go? I got to see where I'm weaving because I think this should go back over here a little bit. Push it in, push it out. So they just kind of look like they're all growing together. Okay, this one's a little too long. So let's rectify that. I'll leave a little piece at the base and just, I cut it shorter and now I'm just reinserting it. It was a little bit too long. But you'd rather do that than cut it too short, right? But don't you like how wild? Like this one's a little longer, but it just looks like it pushed them into a vase. It's a good look. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this over here. We're going to bring a few pieces up into the top. And what you can do with ivy, I'm telling you guys. So thank you for the hearts. So look at all this little bits left. So separate it, you guys. Bring it down, push them down like this so you can really see what you got going on here. And we're going to clip these off and we're going to add them. And we're going to put a pick on them. If you don't have a stemming machine, just use your wood picks with the little copper wires. So look at, I cut this piece off. Look at that little fern spray. I'm just saying. There's a little piece. So we can absolutely pick these and make it look amazing. So here we go. I need a little bit right here, right in here. So watch what this does. Don't always need the long pieces. We need some short pieces. So there's a hole right there. So I'm going to push it horizontally, remember, horizontally into there. And then it's going to drape. And we can pull the little pieces apart so we can spread them out a little bit. It is such a good look. Look at that. It just covers that hole, not too long. Perfect. These are perfect for that kind of application. Okay, so here's another one. Some of these little ones I don't need. Another little piece. Let me see where it's needed. I'm going to go all the way around so we can see. Move these out of the way. And I think over in here, we could use another little piece. So even though it is a centerpiece, it looks good all the way around, there is a front and a back. There really is. Because the sides, you know, they go out to the side, etc. So let's put another little piece in the front here. Just so we can thicken it up a little bit and make it make sense. Right by those roses. Oh, I love it. And I love that it's a little bit abstract because the one side is longer than the other. I think it's a good look though. You don't want everything completely uniform, not when you're doing a crazy arrangement like this. Okay, so I have another little piece. We have some littles. And I think I want one up in the arrangement over here. So right in here, we could use a little piece of green coming out. Just one. So I put a little piece coming out in between right there. What do you think? Are we done? Do we need anything else in this fabulous wildflower arrangement that's mimicking fresh but will never die? Diane says beautiful. Amy, this reminds me of a fresh arrangement at the Yes! Yes! I agree. I agree. It certainly does. Look at that. And that's what we're mimicking. So especially as you go into making your Mother's Day designs, sometimes it's kind of nice to have a few designs that look absolutely real, even though they're not. Because what a great gift that doesn't ever have to be thrown away, you guys, right? Diana, thank you. Claire, thank you. So did you guys like that? Who would try something like this? Now, again, this little mason jar is at Home Goods in the kitchen section. So go check them out. I mean, it's a great little vase. And it actually isn't too small. But when you're putting this volume, so the expense on this one is all these flowers. There's a lot of flowers, a lot of money in flowers. But that way, if you can save a little on the vase, it helps with your price. And yeah, Frenchie, I forgot I was going to try to build it shorter for shipping, but I think this dictates this height. It's a pretty good height for it, right? So what do you guys think? Norma says it's beautiful. Sherry, bright and beautiful arrangement. Thank you. Karen, thank you. Pam says it's perfect. Awesome. So yeah, just the right color combo. And I think you guys were so right leaving the other out. So, you know, the lilacs. So let me bring the first one in, and I like this one way better. I did use way more of the fern, but this one came out really sweet. I like it. Look at that, and both sides look really good. So here's the first one. And I do need to add more fern to it. But yeah, I'm looking at it. Look at how it's just much more compact. I think because of the lilacs. The lilacs kind of took up a lot of space, but look at that. So different look. I'm going to go back through and add more of the ivy coming out. But this is my favorite, the one I built with you guys. Thank you, Billy. Amy, Beautimus, I love that. Thank you, Amy. Virginia. And Amy, I was actually going to make this for the event on Friday. You guys, I'll be posting about the event. I'm going to be in this wonderful event that I was invited to design in, and I'll post it. Great, great designers. Oh my goodness, what a lineup. It's a Mother's Day extravaganza marathon, and we'll all be making Mother's Day type arrangements, but I do have something else really good planned for that one. Oh, it's going to be a kit. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm telling you, you are not going to want to miss it. Karen loves them both. Sherry, gorgeous. Norma, both beautiful. Thank you guys. But I hope you guys try this. And you can use any container. Honestly, this can go in any type of vase. This could go in a crate. This could go in any type of wood box. It's just that kind of a look. And wouldn't this be beautiful in a wedding if you had a garden wedding? Look at that. So now you guys know how to make a wildflower arrangement. So I hope you enjoyed it, you guys. When is that tutorial? So Pam, I'll post that because I have to be posting it more and advertising for it. That is I'll be on Friday night, Standard Pacific Time or Pacific Standard Time. I am on at 5 p.m. my time. I believe it's 5 p.m. I gotta look. 5 or 6. I don't know. I think I don't know. Amy, do you know what I'm on? Anyway, I'll post it. I'll post all the information. You guys, there's a link you click to sign up. You have to sign up to watch it. You can't just tune into my channel and watch it. You have to sign up. And it's going to be a really good one. So, and I'm going to do something similar to this, but it's going to be in a wall design. So you guys are going to like it. I'm planning it out right now. So, and it'll be a kit. I know, Amy, I can't wait either. I'm excited about it. Thank you, Carol. Sammy, now you just need to teach us how you package to ship. Sammy, you're inside the barn, right? But because we're going to have a whole section on shipping. This is a nightmare for most people. They're like, it's ceramic. How am I going to ship that? Well, I'm going to show you how, and it's going to arrive in one piece. I do it all the time. So I have some shipping tricks for ceramic vases, and we're going to learn it inside the barn. So you guys, I'll put the links to all the flowers that I can find, flowers and greenery. I'll put a link to inside the barn, and then watch for my separate post about the event on Friday. It's a Mother's Day event, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, and Amy's designing in it too. Amy's going to be a designer. So, yep. Okay, Sammy, you're inside the barn. You're going to learn all my tips and tricks on shipping. So, I got a lot of them too. I will be at 8 Eastern. It's free to sign up. Yes, absolutely free event. It's awesome. So 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 5 p.m. Pacific, because I'm on the West Coast, 8 p.m. Eastern. So that means probably, what, 7 Central, I think? I don't know. It's hard figuring that out, but I'll try to list that. I'll figure it out, and I'll put it in my narrative there. So, okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go now, find those links for you. So there's the 2 arrangements. These are going to show up in my Etsy. I'm going to add a little more of this, though. It needs a little more fern. But I had fun making this with you, and thanks for participating and voting and all the things that you do that make it so much easier. And I will see you on the next video. The next live, we're going to wait a couple days. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm working on for Inside the Barn, and going to learn how to go live and all the things. And I've done it before. I did it before when we were in the coaching group before COVID. But I have to relearn it because my brain doesn't work too well. So my son's going to teach me, and I'm going to write cheat sheets. So thank you for the hearts, you guys. Do we get a word? Michelle Lawrence, do we get a word? There's no word today, but I will have one coming up in the next one. So what she's saying is I'm going to be giving giveaways here and there. And I think that's what you're talking about. So I'll be doing giveaways for free 1-month membership. Oh, I want to mention that. If you have won a free month membership from me in the last few months, I have tried to message most of you. Please message me so I can give you an access code so that you can sign up for your free month. If you've already signed up and you've won, I'll give you a code, so at some point you can just say I'm done and sign back up, and I'll know who you are, because I say as long as you sign up, when my prices go up eventually, because it's not going to stay at 30 forever, I say if you don't break membership, you get 30. You're grandfathered in for as long as you're in. So if you break it to use your month free, I got you covered. I got you covered. I'll know who you are. So because you use your code, then when you sign back up, it'll be 30, and if it has gone up, then I will give you a code to get back in at the $30 a month. So we've got that covered. You're welcome, Wilhelmina. Regina, you're welcome. So the next live today is Monday. So I'm thinking it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday, but I'll let you know. This was a little bit late, let you know, but we had a massive shipping to do today. So Bob got them out. I packed them, he shipped them. So yeah, we had 9 orders go out today. So it was like, whoo, am I going to get off this in time to do a live? So anyway, yes, it is automatically, it's on a subscription service. I have it set up so you'll automatically be charged every month. You don't have to go in every month and put all your information in again. It's recurring. That's the word. It's a recurring payment. So, but you can also quit anytime. I don't want anybody to think that, oh great, it's going to charge my credit card forever. No, if you get in and you think it's not for you, or you're like, oh, things are tight, I need to stop this for now, it's fine. It's fine. You can come back when you're ready. Donna Marie. Hi, Donna Marie. Welcome. Welcome to Big Barn Blooms. Let's see. You're welcome, Pam. Okay, guys, I'm going to go make some dinner and work on your links for you, and I'll post everything I mentioned. So, and again, if you want a 1-month membership in the past couple months, please DM me so I can get you your code. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next tutorial, and we'll see you inside the barn. So excited about that. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye now. Oh, I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. So I hope you had fun today. And Rochelle, thank you. So anyway, hope I see you in the barn. If you haven't joined, get over there and join. You don't want to miss out. Bye now. Thank you. Thanks, Wilhelmina.